I'm very nervous about this video because this box, this skinny little box, and there's the end of it. It's not that big, okay? It's a small box. This box is supposed to have two quite large leather vintage Coach bags in it. Why? Why do people do this? I got these from an eBay seller who's based out of Japan, and I know that vintage Coach leather is really hardy, but this is still not okay. I have wanted these two bags for years. I finally broke down and got them, and this is how they arrive. And I went through the trouble to look around and pick out some that look like they're in really good condition. So I'm worried. And they've been sitting in this box for a few days since I got them because I haven't had time to film, and I didn't want to open these without you because I wanted to open them together and see if they survived or if damage has been done. I hope not. I hope they're fine. Let's find out. Stay tuned. Cross your fingers and toes for them. And welcome, I'm Autumn Beckman, and I'm here to help you live your most luxurious life within your budget. I post new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those and so you don't miss my daily community posts where I share the best sales of the day and fabulous handbags that I find. Also, don't miss my website, autumnbeckman.com/shop, which currently has a lot of handbags and small goods and jewelry available for purchase because I just had a blog sale. A good amount of it sold, but there's still a lot left for you to peruse and find something you can't live without. So I will have that linked below, and that's also where you can find the My Handbag Collection Organizer. These are planner pages that I've designed to help you organize and curate your handbags and your life. The heart of which is the item tracker page. This is where you can record everything you'd want to know about your handbags and small goods, but I also have tons of other pages to help you with your collection, whether it's handbags or something else, and I have pages to help you organize your life. And just so you know, if you buy something from me, from my website, from my blog sale, I will not do this to your bags. I am very, very careful about how I pack everything. I don't fold bags up unless maybe it's a nylon bag that's meant to be folded. I don't try to squash your bags into small boxes that they have no business being in just to save on shipping. For most bags that you guys purchase from me, I spend more on shipping than what you pay for shipping. I make sure they are stuffed, they're in dust bags, they're in a plastic bag in case your box gets left out in the rain, and they're shipped in a box that's big enough for them so they don't get smushed and they arrive to you in the condition you see on the listing. They're in here. You can see a buckle. That is so disheartening. These are from Indigo Market in Japan on eBay. Oh boy. Here's one. I mean, they're sort of in dust bags. I guess that's something. And then here is the other. It's painful. It's painful to see them that way. This is the duffel sack in the extra large size in the color British Tan. Smushed, but I don't see creases. That's what I was afraid of, was creases more than anything. The outside looks good, and I don't know how well you could see it when I was just spinning it because I usually pay attention to the screen and what I'm showing you, but I was looking at the bag, sorry. I'll give you a better look in a minute. Looks okay, looks good. It seems to have survived just fine. It's good news. Let's check the other one. This is the duffel sack, extra large again, but this one is in the color mahogany, the very dark brown. Also appears to be okay. Well, yay. I still would never ship anything like that. It's terrible. And by the way, I paid $88 in shipping for that. Everything looks all right. The duffel sack from Coach is one of their most classic, iconic designs. And I'd say especially in British Tan, which is probably their most iconic vintage Coach color. It's always hard to show these when they're not stuffed because they're just a puddle. So here is the front, and spin it around to the back. These large, extra large duffel sacks have a big round base and this adjustable shoulder strap. It has 4 adjustments, and then you just throw it over your shoulder like this. That's why I love the duffel sack. It's a throw it on your shoulder and go, throw everything in it. Easy peasy bag. I would say great for travel too. I've been thinking about travel lately, so that's on my mind. Have some traveling to do later this year, which I'll tell you about in my next video. And I'm trying to decide what bags to take. This particular one has some dryness and some scratching, which was not visible in the photos online, but I feel like the whole bag could use some conditioning, and I think that will really help. And it's not that noticeable, really. I think with a little care, it'll be great. There's the other side of it. Here are the 4 adjustments with the grommets, and this does have the original hang tag. The interior looks really clean clean. It looks like there's some pull up there on the suede on the bottom, but it doesn't look dirty at all. There's the singular slip pocket. On the back it looks like this, and by the way, this is normal having that white color. A lot of people who aren't as familiar with vintage Coach see that and think that it's a sign of not being authentic, but it's just that the dye didn't get to that part. The creed says it was made in the United States, and the registration number tells me it was made in 1996. The style number is 9085. Here's the mahogany one, a quick spin from far away. Here's the base of it. This looks to be in better condition. I love these striations that you can see in the leather. And here's the other side. It feels like it could use some conditioning too. There is the base, and there is the hang tag. The interior looks really clean on this one too. Here's the pocket. It did get dyed all the way through. This creed says the same thing, made in the United States in 1996, and the item number is 9085. Now, I said that I wanted those two bags for years, but they're not hard to find in British tan and mahogany. So what took me so long? Well, part of that is because I already had this duffel sack. This is in a dark green color, and I've never been sure if it was forest green or bottle green. I've had people tell me either one. I saw something on one of the Coach Facebook groups just the other day that forest green was available from about 1988 to about 1992, and bottle green wasn't released until 93. So let's look at the creed on this. It says it was made in the United States, but unfortunately, sort of, it has a random registration number. The registration numbers that we saw that give us information on the last two bags, if I remember correctly, they started doing those in 1994. So that means this bag would be before then. Which means we still don't know if this is forest green or bottle green. Thanks, Coach. This bag I purchased a few years ago. I wanted a green one. The prices had been going up on vintage Coach, especially on the more rare colors. I think I paid about $300 for this one, and I'm really glad I had it. But the British tan and the mahogany, they're pretty easy to find, and the prices have been pretty stable, maybe around $100. So I always felt like, well, I can always get those, so I just put it off and put it off. Well, more recently, the prices on even those very easy to find colors have been going up and up. And I think part of that is because the duffel sack, which has never been out of style, I don't think, is kind of back in style because Coach released the Bleecker duffel in fall of 2025. And they had the Bleecker duffel with a kiss lock, which is a remake of an earlier Bonnie Cashin design, in their spring 26 runway. So we still have to see if they're actually going to drop that. I would expect they would. And since I noticed that these vintage duffel sacks, even in common colors, are starting to get to be more than I want to pay for them, I figured now is the time. So I found some decent prices, still a little more than I wanted to pay. For the British tan, I paid $175, and for the mahogany, I paid $200. When you're looking on the Preloved market, and I'll put some links to them below, things you want to look for are dryness, wear to the corners, especially to the upper edges and the bottom circular edge. Look to see if the hang tag is attached, because that adds value. Look for pictures of the interiors of the bag to see how clean they are. They may have staining. All that is fairly common and will affect the price. So to find something in the condition that I got these bags in, the prices that I paid are about as low as you're gonna find. And of course, Bonnie Cashin designed the original duffel sacks, which were released in 1971. Another reason they might be popular again is because they appeared on the cover of Beckman, this book that came out a few months ago from Lou Frankfurt, who was Coach's former CEO, and took them from the vintage Coach days in New York City to pretty close to where they are now. And it's hard to see, but there's actually a seam running down the front of the bag right here. So it's not exactly the same bag as the one I have. This one would be much harder to find. But the duffel sack being on the cover of this book is a testament to what an iconic bag it is for Coach. And they have done countless iterations of the duffel sack since then. I recently did a video on my bucket bag collection where I show a few of those iterations, so I'll link that video below in case you missed it. And I get questions from time to time about buying vintage Coach bags from sellers in Japan who are on eBay. And I haven't purchased enough from them to be able to give you a really good opinion on that. But it is my understanding that the bags that they have over in Japan from Coach are really good quality, and from other brands like Louis Vuitton are generally good quality, good condition. Just make sure you look at the photos, read the descriptions, and also that they tend to be authentic. And the prices tend to be relatively good. But you may run into an issue where your bags are smashed into a box that's too small for it. So be aware of that. At least these turned out okay, so I feel like for the most part you'd be okay with vintage Coach because that leather is so good. Let us know in the comments if you have experiences with sellers from Japan, good or bad, to help give people a better idea, and what vintage Coach bags have been on your wish list. And while you're down in the comments section, I'll try to have a pinned post with links to more duffel sacks, and of course I'll put that information in the description box as well as my website so you can check out what I still have from my vlog sale and my planner pages. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.